Hello and welcome. You're here with Evolution Power Tools at Screwfix Live 2020. My name is Lee and I work with the design team here at Evolution. So you're joining me here in the workshop at our head office. We're going to talk to you about our patent-protected multi-material cutting technology. We're going to be unpacking some of the secrets behind our technology along with the benefits of multi-material cutting. We'll also do some head-to-head tests. Plus, I'm going to give you the first glimpse at our new table saw available exclusively through Screwfix. It's out of shot there, you can't see it. So, for those who don't know, we're a pioneering British company based here in the historic steel city of Sheffield. We specialize in professional quality power tools and accessories, and we're proud to say that we design our power tools from the ground up right here, which means we guarantee our products deliver this unbeatable value for money, excellent performance that come packed with innovative, time-saving features. Our multi-material cutting technology has seen huge success over the years. It allows you to cut a wide range of materials, including wood, even with nails in it, ferrous metals like steel and iron, non-ferrous metals like aluminum, copper, plastics, and more with just one blade. This technology is tried and tested by the pros, and it's earned its place on job sites all around the world. It's also ideal for those home projects using reclaimed wood, such as pallet wood. It's very en vogue these days. You rip straight through that stuff without having to pull out any of the nails. The nails will not damage this blade. This goes against what you may have heard in your workshop class, but it's true. Having this technology in your van means you don't have to carry multiple tools around with you, neither do you have to spend money on multiple blades for different materials. Plus, you save all that time on changing blades. This is excellent. So, the list of benefits is huge, really, but today I want to focus on the quality of the cut and how this could benefit you. In front of me, I have the Evolution R255 SMS DB. It's a mouthful. It's a 255 double bevel sliding miter saw. It cuts multi-material. I have a stack of materials here that I'm going to slice through. We have wood with nails embedded in it, box section, angle iron, trunking, flooring, composite decking. You'll see how easily this saw handles all these materials without any blade or machine changes. So let me get my PPE on. We'll get cutting. So first up, we got the wood with embedded nails. Lots of nails, big ones. We'll get them on here, clamp it in. There's nothing to it but to do it. You got that? See how easily this saw handles those nails? There was no kickback during the cut. There'd be no damage to the blade either. The cut is really accurate. It's got a nice clean smooth finish, even right through the nails. This is great for when you're working with reclaimed wood, but I know what you're thinking. A couple of nails aren't that tough. Let's turn up the heat. Now, we're gonna cut through this. This is heavy. This is a piece of steel box section. It's 5 millimeters thick. This is the real deal. There's no camera tricks here, but you definitely should try this. For yourself. Our multi-material cutting technology will handle this steel with basically no dust, no sparks. You'll leave a clean burr-free finish, which is cool to the touch. Unbelievable, I know, but watch this. Safety first. Come on. So, I've taken this cut piece straight off from the saw. It's completely cool to the touch. I don't have to wait around for this to cool down before handling it or doing any more work, which saves you, of course, a lot of time, money, doing your metalworking. It's also completely burr-free, so the quality of this cut is incredible. Smooth and shiny, nice edge. You don't have to waste all your time grinding things up before welding. So again, time and money. These saws are really safe for cutting metal, to be honest. They don't emit all this harmful dust. You don't see a massive shower of sparks, unlike these abrasive discs. So, using the same blade that just cut through this heavy piece of steel, we're going to cut through this piece of composite decking. Strap up. I mean, come on, that was so easy. Saw went straight through. Again, we got a lovely, clean, accurate cut. Both sides are nice and flat. So these saws are ideal for all your flooring jobs. Wooden, composite decking, laminate flooring. It's nice. Lastly, I'm going to cut this piece of zinc threaded bar. This is nice and thick. So what's great about cutting threaded bar with an Evolution saw is the threads won't be damaged. There's not going to be any gross burrs to stop you getting the nut on after the cuts. The nut will bust right on. So here we go. Voila. Nice and easy. So, like I said, I can get this nut to screw right on here just like it was new. This is the side I just cut. That's not bad. So, everything you've just seen has really barely touched the blade's life. I can clearly cut through a nice piece of wood and get the same finish as a brand new blade, despite this blade having been used to cut thick box section steel and all this. So, let me show you something good here. This is a huge piece of oak. You ready? Let's see what we got. We'll just clamp it down here. This is huge. Watch this. I mean, come on, how good is that, right? This is the same machine, the same blade. We've got a lovely cut through this wood, heavy, big piece of oak. Even after chomping through big chunks of steel, I could keep going all day and cut through all this. We have a schedule to keep, so let's jump into the head-to-head. So, now you've seen a glimpse of what we can cut. Let's put it all to the test here. So, I'll do a head-to-head comparison of Evolution's multi-material cutting technology versus a traditional same old abrasive disc. For this, we're going to use the R355 CPS 355 multi-material chop saw and a rival abrasive chop saw with the same size disc. We're going to cut this massive piece of angle iron on both machines. We're going to look at 4 aspects of the cutting process: speed, heat buildup, cut quality, and sparks. I have a stopwatch to time the cut and a thermometer to measure the temperature of this workpiece. I think it's going to get hot here. So up first, we go with the abrasive disc. We're ready. We'll just time it here. Well, that sucked. It was about 32 seconds. I got 35 on here, but the glove. So we'll see what we're next. So as for heat buildup, I got an infrared thermometer. Ow. This is like 88 degrees. This is way too hot. This is way too hot to touch. I've got these glasses. We're going to have to use these gloves here. Anyway, yeah, you take a look at the quality here. So this has a red hot burr. You can see this abrasive disc has left a really gross cut. This is really sharp. It's too hot to touch. You'd need gloves, definitely. If you're ever going to weld with this, you're definitely reaching for the grinder before you could do any work with it. As for sparks, you can see for yourself, there's so many sparks thrown out during that cut. It's really dangerous. If you got sawdust or flammable materials or other people around the workshop, that's not right. You have to be really careful where you position a saw like this and think about where those sparks are going to go. So next up, we'll do the exact same cut with the Evolution 355 CPS. It's the same size blade and type of machine as we saw that we used, but this uses the Evolution multi-material cutting technology. So let's see how it performs. We'll clamp it in. The clamp has this accessory. It's a nice V-groove. This helps you clamp things like pipe or box section on an angle. So we'll just set this up and do a cut. Alrighty, here we go. .666. I mean, the difference is like night and day. That was so much easier than the abrasive disc. Now let's take a look at the same 4 aspects, shall we? Speed. This saw took 6 seconds to slice through the same piece of angle iron compared to like 35 that just saw. I mean, you can easily see how much time you're going to save with this saw. We hear it all the time. It's like a hot knife through butter. It's true. So the heat buildup, again, what do we got, right? I got my infrared thermometer. 26 degrees. That's room temperature. The temperature's hardly risen at all. It's cool to the touch, like that. This is way cooler than the abrasive disc. 88 degrees, you can't even touch that. So cut quality. Again, we got a lovely smooth cut straight from the saw. There's no burrs at all on this. There's no grinding or filing needed. That's sharp and sparkly. You could weld that straight away really nicely. Sparks? I didn't see any sparks. There wasn't any. So during that cut, I had full visibility of the cut. I could see what I was doing. I don't have to worry about where the sparks are flying. Sure, you got some chips. That's all right. This is a clear win. Evolution's multi-material technology is ahead. It's faster, it's cleaner, it's colder than the abrasive saw. It would save you a lot of time and money through your day, and there's no harmful dust to breathe in. The steel blade that keeps the full diameter. This thing will get worn down to the nub as you use it. I mean, yeah, come on, you're going to lose all your cutting capacity. They can break. The threat of this abrasive disc shattering, this will cause you really serious damage. You know, A question we commonly get asked is how long do these blades last? It's a hard question to answer because it completely depends on what you're cutting and how you're cutting it. But we conducted a test where we cut through 6mm thick, 50 by 50 angle iron, big stuff. We achieved an average of 1,000 cuts per blade. So to put that into perspective, if we conducted the same test with abrasive discs, and we did, the abrasive disc only managed 69 cuts. So you get 14 abrasive discs to one Evolution multi-material blade, right? So, as you saw from this little test, these saws are really changing the way you cut your stock, no matter what you're working with. Traditional methods are dated and dangerous, and our technology is leading the way to improve your working environment and make your workplace safer. So hopefully by now, you can understand how powerful these machines are and how versatile they can be. But you're wondering, how do we do it? Although I can't reveal all our secrets, I can show you some features that, when combined, enable us to cut through all these materials. Now to start with, there's the blade. Our multi-material blades are crowned with ultra-high density tungsten carbide teeth, TCTs. These are approximately twice as tough as steel. It's one of the hardest materials on earth. This is really highly impact resistant. It cuts through pretty much anything with ease. Each tooth is placed behind an anti-kickback shoulder. So this optimizes the cutting depth of each tooth and protects it. It takes just the right size bite. It doesn't grab into the material and dig. Instead, it just takes the right size chip, leaving a clean cut, nice and safe and fast. There's the body plate here. Our blades are made in Japan from premium hardened steel, which makes them stronger and allows us to design a thinner curved blade. So having a thinner kerf means the blade doesn't have to cut through as much material, which in turn means less stress for the motor and the blade. These blades really are cutting edge, pun intended. So powering this blade is our finely tuned motor. Our motor and gearbox are tuned together to deliver significantly more torque than usual while spinning at a slower RPM than other saws. The high torque, the right speed, this allows this blade to power through these tough materials without losing speed. And it's the combination of the unique blade and the motor and the speed that allow you to cut through steel, wood, and more. So, for that reason, you cannot put our multi-material blade on another saw because the other saws spin too fast, okay? Now, this amazing technology is available on our entire range of Evolution tools. This is miter saws, circular saws, table saws, chop saws. All these products are coming back by our 3-year guarantee, so you can buy with confidence. There are amazing deals right now to you on our digital stand, so check them out. Let's take this off and put it away. Now, as promised, I'm going to take you through our new table saw. Available exclusively through Screwfix, this is the R255 PTS portable table saw. A multi-material portable saw. This utilizes the same multi-material technology we've just been demonstrating. So, you know, this saw will cut it. Wood with nails, steel, aluminum, plastics, acrylic, composites, all your favorites. More. The best thing about this machine, you've probably already noticed, is this leg assembly. So this saw is all about portability. As you know, we've mounted the body on this collapsing leg frame, which allows the wheels to fold and roll down to a fraction of its full size. You can wheel it around easily. Watch as I demonstrate. So I can easily move this around and position it wherever I want it. And then with a little push down like this, the saw stands back up, ready for action. So the collapsing frame makes it really easy to move around your job site, to load into your van at the end of the day. Plus, you can store it in that collapsed position, which is going to save a lot of space. It's a much smaller footprint than any traditional static table saw. So, moving on to some product specs for this saw. It comes with a 255 multi-material blade as standard. It has a maximum cutting height of 83 millimeters with the blade straight at 90 degrees. The blade is fully height adjustable by simply rotating the blade height adjustment wheel. It has a 0 to 45 degrees bevel with the capacity of 58 millimeters when you have it beveled over at 45. So you simply unlock the blade using this flip lock lever. You push the wheel in to activate the cog, and you turn it to your angle and then lock it back in. Simple as that. The tabletop extends to a huge 1020 by 640. It's for cutting down ideally a large sheet of material. So with the full extension, you get up to 650 millimeters rip capacity to the right of the blade. Mounted on the table is a full-length rip fence right here. This locks into the front and the back, so it stays straight. You're going to get a nice straight secure cut. It's not weeveling around on you. This is a really robust machine. A 1500 watt motor packed in there. This is capable of ripping through steel plate, as you've seen. It's built to last too. You have a cast aluminum tabletop. This is strong. The cast table guarantees it's going to be sturdy and flat. To cut on this is nice. It won't warp or bend like some of the stamped steel tables. We've also built in a sliding carriage at the side here to give your workpiece extra support. There's this little plunger that opens it or locks it into place. Now you have a portion that can slide with your workpiece to give you extra support. So, if you're only cutting smaller stock, then we have this supplied material pusher. It's got a 60 and 60 miter, so you can adjust this and lock your angle in place. And this will help slide your workpiece through the anti-bounce device, which keeps your workpiece stable for a safe and accurate cut. This saw is packed with some amazing technology. It's now available through Screwfix. Now for a limited time, you can pick up this table saw at the amazing price of $199.99. It's an absolute bargain. This comes supplies with everything you need to get cutting, so order yours today. So, I hope you've enjoyed your time with us today. I've enjoyed it. We have loads of great products available and even more on the way, so watch this space. Thank you guys for watching.